And so let's go ahead and put this on here. That's pretty nice looking armor, actually. Not bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad armor. It's kind of cool. I like it. Got a little nicer looking shield here too. So yeah, we're ready to kick ass and take names. Welcome back, everybody, to Conan Exiles. I'm an old guy gaming, and in this episode, we're gonna get some iron. That's gonna be our main goal. We're gonna get some iron, but we're going to also make some armor and some iron tools in this episode. That's gonna be our main goal. So yeah, let's just jump right in and get started here. So OG has been very busy. He has spent several hours of real light. Well, a couple of days in his time and several hours of my time, just gathering resources around the base. He's made a couple of runs along the riverbank all the way down to here and back, just kind of along in here a couple of different times to get more iron to make the workstations. I purposefully held off on making iron tools and armor and stuff because I wanted to do that on camera for you guys, because that's a pretty big milestone in the game. Which means that, I had to use stone tools to do all this, and it was quite the grind, but it was fun. So yeah, we basically have all of the workstations pretty much that we're going to need for quite some time anyways, set up in here. And we'll probably, with the forges, even upgrade those to tier 2 and maybe like the firebolt cauldron and some of that stuff too, just depending upon how long we actually stay here. Now remember, I do have the pickup mod, so I can pick up this stuff and take it with us when we, ultimately decide to move to a new location. I figured, well, I might as well make it now, and that way I have it. And I might even end up leaving some of this stuff here and just having this be like a southern outpost and make, new stuff at the new base. We'll see. I haven't really decided that one way or the other. But just in case some of you are new to the game and you're not familiar with what all this stuff is, let's just talk about it really quick. The furnaces, of course, are used to smelt iron and to make brick. And these are dryers. You can use these to dry wood to dry wood. You can also use it to dry food, berries, fish, that sort of thing. Well, I think you can dry fish in there. You can definitely dry berries in there. These are both carpenter's benches, and this one I was making shaped wood in. This one I was making, have been making insulated wood in, and this is the dry wood, by the way, that those racks make. I just ran out of resin to make more of these. This is the tinker's bench. So this is what's going to allow us to make things like repair kits, and more importantly, blunt weapon fittings when we get to that point. This is our blacksmith station. This is what we'll use to actually make our iron tools here in just a few minutes. This is a casting table. This is primarily used to make glass flasks, but you can also, make molds for various other things, depending upon what you have learned. And let's see, this is a firebolt cauldron. We'll use this to make alchemical base, steel fire, stone consolidant, and all this stuff is needed for higher end recipes. So those are like intermediate components. We got a press here, a grinder here that I've put some crocodile teeth in to get some bone meal, which we'll need for growing crops later on. This is an armorer's bench. So this is where we'll make our armor when the time comes, and hopefully we'll do that in this episode. Tannery station here. As you can see, I've killed a lot of crocodiles and hyenas and shalebacks as I've gone back and forth gathering everything. So we have quite a nice little supply of leather and quite a nice supply of tar, but I ran out of bark. And then this is the tanner's table, where you can make things like twine, and you can strip specific hides down to just normal leather. But I have so much just normal hide here that I didn't really need to do that. And if you didn't know this, you can put hyena pelts and reptile hides and basically almost any kind of hide in here, and it'll directly convert to leather, so you don't have to strip it in here first unless that's your intention. We have the Aquilonian and the Turanian artesian tables. They have all the same recipes as the vanilla artesian table, plus the extra stuff that those DLCs have in them. Over here we have our alchemy table, and we're going to use this to make potions, of course, healing potions and various other things, poisons later on, that sort of thing. And then this, of course, is our fire pit here, where I've basically just kind of been putting all food items. Okay, and we have a bed here too, and a couple chests for storage. All right, so I could have kept going, of course, but I wanted to bring you guys back and and do some more things on camera here. I didn't want to get too far ahead off camera. Plus the fact that I'm ready to move up into iron and quit using these stone tools because they're a pain in the ass. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what I'm thinking about, or what OG is thinking about for the outside. So I've got stuff to make. The stone, the sandstone here. Oh, and by the way, we've got a bunch of points to do too. I took a couple of feats just because I needed them to do everything that I did, but largely I haven't spent them. We have 297 points. One of the things that I did do is I learned the journeyman mason, so that way I can start using wooden ceilings and the insulated wood stuff and that sort of thing. So we took that. We took that. What else did I learn without you guys? I think that's mostly it. Oh, and I learned the press too. And I can't remember off the top of my head if I took any more feats besides those things the last time that I was with you guys when we did that. Okay, so let's take a look at attributes. We have 64 unspent points. So what I want to do is I want to get everything up to the first perk in all of the attributes because they're all important. Okay, let's get survival up to the first perk as well. Okay, good. So we have everything up to the first perk. It's just going to generally make us a little bit better. What that will allow us to do is eat raw meat without getting food poisoning if we ever have to, which we probably never will, but you never know. Okay, so now that we've got that done, I think I want to actually put some more points into encumbrance for now, just because we're going to go get a bunch of iron, so I want to be able to carry a little bit more stuff. This may hopefully be the one and only time OG has to go out and far away from the base and get a load of iron and haul it back on his own back, because very soon, probably not in this episode, but very soon we're going to go get a horse, and we're going to do that by heading to the east, kind of on the border of the desert and the swamp to get the horse, because that's the closest and safest place for us to do that at this point in time. Okay, so anyway, as far as the rest of the build on the base goes, I'm going to do most of that off camera, but I just want to kind of show you guys what that's going to look like so you get the basic idea. So what I have in mind here, let's grab some of this stuff here, I was thinking about putting a porch, a ceiling-based porch around here, but then I got to thinking, well, why don't we just do another row of foundations, and that way when, the purge attacks, if they do manage to, destroy some of our base, they'll be breaking these foundations before they actually get to the base itself. So I'm going to surround this entire place with foundations, and then I'm going to put the fences up. Do I need to learn that? I probably need to learn that. Let's take a look here really quick. Fence. Yeah. Apprentice fence. And then we have journeyman fence. I might even... now that we have the tier 2 stuff, and I did make some brick, I might even change at least this outer portion to tier 2 brick, and then we'll put the tier 2 fences up. But let's just do the tier 1 for the moment. So again, you kind of get the idea of how this will work. I generally try not to build at least main structure parts with the flotsam because it is just so brittle. It breaks so easy that it's ridiculous. But what we'll do is then we'll put these fences up around the outer place, and these little log things actually can cause damage. And then that'll give us a nice barricade. And if the purge does actually get to our base and starts attacking it, they're gonna have to break through all of this stuff first before they even get to the base proper. Okay, so that should protect us. Speaking of the purge, it's coming kind of slow, so I might have to change the settings on that. I would kind of like to have seen this about halfway there by now. Considering that, I've been playing on this series now for probably 6 hours, 7 hours, maybe 6 hours, something like that. So I think I'm going to adjust that so this comes a little bit faster, because it's not coming quite as fast as I want. So anyway, I'm going to surround the whole place like this, put the gates up, probably do this in tier 2, though, like I said, and then we'll put the roof on. The roof is just going to be a basic conical roof, all the way up to the center on all sides, nothing fancy. Don't know if I'll do a second floor in here or not, because I pretty much have everything I need in here, that we can make at this point in time. So we'll see. I might do a second floor, but here again, I don't want to get really fancy with this base because this is just our starter base. I just need it to be functional, and be somewhat defensible as well. Okay, so that just gives you an idea. Again, I'm going to be doing that stuff all off camera, but I just wanted to let you know what that plan was. And as far as the roof goes too, I'm going to use the wood roof material. So this style right here is what we'll make the roof out of. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to put this stuff back here. I know I'm kind of out of character right now, but that's okay. I'm just kind of explaining what's going on here. We will do some role playing here pretty soon. And keep in mind too, I mean, this is not 100% strict role play series either. I mean, it's a let's play too, so you know, I'll be popping in and out of character as it's appropriate. Okay, as you can see, I've got an animal pin set up, but we don't have anything in it, so we'll grab some, see if we can grab something to put in there. Probably the nearest thing to us that we can get fairly easily that's going to be fairly tough is a croc, so we can get some baby crocs over there. The only thing I don't like about the crocs is they're really slow, but I don't know, we'll see. And then, of course, I've got a stables put up and ready to go for when we do bring a horse back. Okay, so I think that gets all of that stuff out of the way. Let's go over here. After doing all that stuff, I still have 98 pieces of iron left over. So we are going to start making some tools and weapons out of that iron. So let's start by making ourselves a pickaxe and a sickle. And we are going to definitely make an axe and a skinning knife too, but I want to make weapons first. Our iron weapons first before we do that stuff, okay? All right, so we've got the iron pickaxe and we have an iron sickle. And what that means is we don't really need these anymore. I'm going to hang on to them for just for the moment, though. Okay, so that leaves us only with 38 iron. So the question is, can I make an axe? Okay, I can make an axe, but then I can't make daggers. So it's going to be one or the other. Oh, boy, I don't know. I wanted to make these iron poignards, or we could do the Turanians. Oh, these do 15, these do 14, but these, well, yeah, but I got stacks of leather, so that's not a big deal. The Aquilonians only do 14 also, but don't require leather either. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking the axe, if I have to choose between the two, you know, we're going to be fighting rock noses in where we're going to go. These blood letters are nice too. And so it would probably be better served with a mace or an axe. And I really kind of prefer the axe over the mace. I just like the attacks of it a little bit better, but they're both very solid one-handed weapons. So yeah, I think we're going to make the axe for this. We're going to have to stick with our wooden shield. We don't need this mace anymore. And we'll have to just continue using our wooden poignards. But remember, we're going to get iron, so this is very temporary. Okay, cool. So we've got ourselves an iron axe. Look at us and our bad selves. Yeah, I really like the heavy attacks with the axe. And we can still, you know, use our shield with that too. To help keep us safe. So I think that was the right move for what we're able to do at the moment, which is that's pretty much it. Unless we can also, did I show you? Yeah, I think I showed you guys the Tinker's Table. Let's go here into feats. I've got a ton of feat points, so I'm just going to kind of spend them as I need them. But I want to go to survival, and we want to get the Tinkerer stuff, but I want to get the weapon upgrades right now. So let's go down. Oh, we need to make a new bow too. So apprentice weaponsmith. This we can't get till level 39. But what that's going to let us do now is that's going to let us do a... What do we want? A reinforcement kit. That's durability. That's a tool upgrade. Kit thing we use to reduce the weight of a weapon. Oh no, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, okay, so this will increase our... Oh shoot, we need oil for that though. Okay. Well, oh, we only need 5 oil, though. Yeah, no, we don't have enough. If you have a full stack of putrid meat, you can put it inside the press. No, that gives you ichor, not oil. Okay, yeah, so we don't have the ability quite yet to make oil. The easiest way to make oil in the early game is fish. And you know what? That's what we should actually do. So let's make some fish traps. That's tin shaped wood and tin twine. So I'm going to make... let's make 2. We can make the lobster trap too, but I'll make that later. And then we need some twine, I think it said. So what we can do is we can take the fish and put those in the press for oil. And it's really the easiest way to get oil in the early game. The best way to get oil is to capture, I think now it's a tier 3 or higher alchemist, and then they can make oil for you out of bark and ichor, I think it is. But, you know, that's not something that we're going to be able to do immediately. It's going to take us a little while before we get that far. So in the meanwhile, we will rely upon fish for oil. And then, you know, the fish makes decent food, too, on top of that. So let's grab all of these bugs here that we currently have, because that's what you put in the fish traps. And then we're just going to set those right in the river here. They don't have to be, like, submerged, just in the water. And then we'll just split up the bugs and let these guys go to town. And when we come back from our iron trip, we'll have fish in here and we can make oil, which we're going to need for various things. Okay, cool. So I feel like we're making pretty good progress here. Before we take off, let's make a bow upgrade. So we can make the light Hyrcanian bow. These bows look cooler, but they don't do as much damage. And I'm at least, especially in the early game, I'm more interested in function over form. So yeah, we're gonna make that, and you know, we could use our remaining. Oh, we don't have any feathers. Yeah, where we're gonna go, there's gonna be feathers, so we need to remember to get some of those and bring those back. So we're gonna have to stick with the stone arrows for now. But we can make this. We just need Oh shoot, we need thick leather. Never mind, we're not making that right now either. Maybe we will make one of these bows then. They all do the same damage, right? They're all 8. Let's make the Terranian bow. The Terranian bow is actually really cool looking. So we need 5 twine for that. Okay, well, it's a small upgrade because, you know, our hunting bow only does 6. So it's a small upgrade, but it's also going to look a lot nicer too. And we need to make a few more flint head arrows for it as well. Okay. Yeah, so take a look at this bow, man. It's actually really cool looking. Very nice modeled bow. I mean, the model on this is something you would expect to find on like an end-game bow. So it's too bad it's not a little stronger, but you know, it's cool. We'll use it for now. Okay, so we got that done. And we've got our iron tools. These are the 2 most important tools that I wanted to get for now. I'm going to, let's just put the old hunting bow in here so we have a backup for the time being. We don't need the mace anymore. We're just going to, I need to make a disassembly station at some point. But, you know, for now, we're just going to toss it. Not a big deal. Put that in there. And I'm going to keep the stone pick just kind of as a backup. So let's say, you know, this breaks and we have like just one more node of iron to grab kind of thing. We'll keep the stone pick so we can do that. We'll keep the cleaver until we can replace that. And of course, everything else that's currently stone, we're going to keep until we can replace it with iron, which we should be able to do when we get back from this trip that we're going to take here. All right, I think we're ready to go. Let's put our pick down here. I need to make a few more flint head arrows. We got our torch, you know, in case we need that. Water is filled up and we got plenty of food. So yeah, I think we're in good shape. Okay, so flint head arrows, I think we just need sticks and stones for those, right? Sticks and stones. Okay, so let's grab like 20 of those. And how many stones does it take again? It takes 10 stones. So we need 200. Actually, that's going to be a shitload of arrows, isn't it? Here, let's just do 10 and 100. Because you know, we're going to be using iron arrows really quick, so I don't want to make a ton of these anyways, because I probably won't ever use them again after this. Okay, that'll give us 50. That should be plenty for what we need to do. All right, cool. So we got ourselves an axe now. Nice, much nicer weapon than, you know, the stone club anyways. Nice upgrade for us. And I think we're ready to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into RP mode here. I must have, it looks like I grabbed more stone than I needed to. Let's put that back because of encumbrance. Okay. So OG has worked really hard, and his base is coming along here. He still has more work to do on it, but he's feeling pretty good about things because he's got the majority of the most critical stuff done. All his workstations are set up. We just have to do some finishing touches on the outside, put up some defenses, and so he is now going to take a trip into unknown lands, places he hasn't been yet, and he doesn't know this for sure, but he's guessing pretty much that, the further north we go, the more dangerous it's going to get. So he's made himself a nice new bow here and some iron tools, and most importantly, a new iron axe that can help him defend himself. And of course, his goal is to get as much iron as he can carry back with him. So here we go on our journey. We have not been past this point. Well, actually, I have been kind of up in there a little bit. But as soon as we kind of get past the lake here, then we'll be in new territory. And that he notices that there's like a little draw or a little pass that kind of goes up through there. So that looks like as good of a place as any to go. And we are, of course, or he is rather, of course, on the search for iron. Be able to find a little bit of iron by the river, but in order to do all of the things that need to be done, we're going to need a much larger supply of iron. He's also thinking to himself, man, this walking is kind of sucks. So he's very much wanting to see if he can find some critters around here that are rideable. So that is high up on his list of priorities as well. He's wondering if maybe some of these deer might have a nice big old juicy haunch of exotic meat, maybe. Probably not, but we'll see about that. It's a nice, hot, dry day here in the Exiled Lands. Good day for a stroll. Oh, look at that. Very interesting. He notices that there are some creatures over there that appear to be made out of stone. They don't look friendly either. So we'll just avoid those creatures for now. Continue working his way up this direction. He also needs to find some feathers to make better arrows too. So he needs to be on the lookout for some way to be able to do that. This is an interesting plateau up here. Oh, there's some iron over there. Okay. But he's looking off in the distance and notices some very strange and gargantuan architecture. And he thinks to himself, I wonder if the same beings that made the two tall sentinel statues down on the river also made those buildings. Very curious. Oh, there's another one of those rock creatures, and it's right next to the iron that OG needs to get to. So he's going to go ahead and see if he can soften this thing up a little bit with some arrows before it closes. And then he imagines that a rock creature probably isn't something that could bleed, so the axe is going to be the more appropriate weapon to use on this beast regardless. And it appears that the beast doesn't... Oh, never mind. Spoke a little too soon there. Okay. Okay, he does a little rearing up charge. Wow. He is not doing a whole lot of damage to this thing. A lot tougher than OG thought it might be. Is the axe like not a good weapon on these things? Oh, shit. There's a little charge there. Dang. I figured the axe would deal a lot more damage than that to this thing. What is the... Here, let's shoot another arrow at it. The arrows do more damage than the frickin' iron axe. What's up with that? Maybe I should have made the mace. just for shits and grins. Yeah, that's not really... It did put a cripple on him. Wow, I am really surprised that this axe is not doing more damage. It's just... I mean, it's damaging him, but nowhere near as much as I thought it would. Okay. OG is finally victorious over the very tough rock beast. And because it's a rock beast... Oh, look at that. Thing's made out of ironstone. No wonder he couldn't kill the damn thing. Seriously, though, out of character for a second. Man, I probably should have made the mace, I guess. I just didn't realize that the iron axe would be so weak against that creature. But, you know, it's what we got, so it'll just have to do. The arrows were doing a lot more damage than the axe was. Anyway, so OG finally cleared the rock monster out of the way, and lots of iron in this immediate vicinity, which is great. So he's basically going to mine up as much as he can possibly carry back down to the base. And the good thing about this, he realizes, is that this isn't that far away from his base. It's a little bit of a trek, but it's not super far away. You see some hyenas off over there. Oh, look at that. There's some birds down there. I'll bet those birds, he thinks to himself, will provide some feathers. Most likely, this other rock beast is also going to have to be dealt with, so we might as well do it right now. Okay, the rock creature is vanquished. OG assesses this creature that it's not that difficult to fight in terms of outmaneuvering it, but man, does it have a tough hide. But I guess that's to be expected, considering what its hide is made out of. Alright, let's grab some more iron here. Okay, so we are encumbered. We're going to get rid of the stone, and that gets us to 73%. So basically, we're going to throw all stone away and take as much iron back as we can carry, but we do need to get some feathers from these birds down here too. So let's see if we can grab these 3 nodes here without aggroing that rock nose. I don't know, we're pretty close to him. I mean, worst case scenario, we could outrun him if we had to, but killing him gets good XP, so yeah, he's on our butt now. So let's get rid of this. See, we got 1,000 iron. That's nice. Okay, let's just kill him for the XP. Where are you going? He's going after the bird. What a dummy. We don't want the bird to kill him because we want the XP. Alright. Let's take this bird out too. Okay, OG needs to get his stamina back here. There's even more iron down here. Okay, the axe should do a little bit better job on this thing. Oh yeah, much more effective. Much more effective. Alright, let's butcher this bird here. Got some savory flesh. We're gonna... Nah, you know what? We're not gonna pick up the eggs because we can get those easily down by the river. We need to save our encumbrance. Right in the noggin. Oh, we got the attention of 2 of them. These guys have pretty fast attack speed. Okay. Let's harvest this guy, and then we're going to have to decide what to do about our encumbrance issue. Okay, first thing, throw out the stone. Get rid of that and get rid of that. These are part of the immersive mod, and we just don't need them right now. They're kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. I hate to throw the meat. The hide's the next heaviest thing, but you know what? I got a stack of 500 hide plus more. I hate to throw it out, but we really kind of need. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's grab the hide back again. We got a couple of points. Let's just see if we can do this. Can we put? We got 29 points. Okay, let's get encumbrance to the next perk. What's that give us? Crippling effects are less severe. Okay, and that unencumbers us to 91%. Very good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go back to here again, and let's go ahead and start working, getting strength up to the next perk level. Okay, so that gives us 91%. We don't really need the eggs. We're out of arrows. That kind of sucks. So yeah, I think we probably better start thinking about heading back. We have a little bit more space left. Well, you know what? Let's get some more arrows before we leave, because we need them, and we have enough room to get quite a few more arrows, actually. That's the last of our arrows. I said arrows, I meant feathers. So all this stuff's, of course, going through OG's mind as he's out and about trying to figure out how to get all of this to work. But he's figuring it out. He's figuring it out. Okay, we're at 97%. We got a full stack of iron and a little bit more, and 177 arrows and some meat and stuff. So I think we're doing pretty good. I really wished we could grab this iron here, but we can't, because if I'm lucky, I would maybe get one node, and we've got too far to go to be encumbered. So we're just going to go back. But we got a nice little stack of iron as it is, though. That's an interesting structure. OG's going to have to explore that at some point in the future, but not today. And yeah, so we're just going to run back home, get this iron smelted up, and then make ourselves a nice set of at least medium armor, maybe even heavy if we have everything we need to do it. Okay, back at the base. So what we're going to do here is divide this up 3 ways-ish and get all this iron smelting here. Let's put another 40 in here. I'm using dry wood for fuel, which is really good fuel effect. Probably the best fuel besides oil that you can use. There, and that's gonna give us 182 there, 184 there, and 183 there. So that's gonna give us over 500 pieces of iron, which should be plenty. Okay, so that was a very successful trip, and we're going to put the feathers in here for the moment until we have enough iron to make the arrows that we need for that. And let's put the hide in here. Okay, next thing we want to do is start looking at armor. So if we go to... We could look at some of these DLC armors. They could be pretty cool. I like the Black Dragon set. So, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that until we get thick leather. Yeah, that's right. Thick leather is going to be, the stopping point for getting heavy armor. So we're going to have to go with medium armor for now, which is fine. We're kind of at the medium armor place in our journey anyways. So we could go with the Aquilonian infantry armor if we wanted to. If we wanted to, kind of look more like Roman soldier type of look. There's also these assassin's suit, which is really cool, except for that's light armor. I'd kind of rather have medium. That's heavy armor. Yeah, all that's going to require thick leather. So is all of that. What about this? Royal breastplate. This is medium armor. So we could maybe go with that. There's also the slave forts. I really like the slave forts. That it looks great, but that's heavy armor. So we can't do that right now. What about this sacrificial? This is medium. I don't even really know what that looks like, though. We can also do the Turanian. I'm not a big, huge fan of that, though, to be honest with you. So I think let's go ahead and try this royal breastplate armor rather than just making the vanilla stuff. Okay, so to do that, we're going to need 5 pieces of medium padding, and that's going to require twine and leather. And so we have tons of leather. Let's just put a full stack in here. And since we're not going to do light armor, I don't think we even really need the hide at all. I think we're just going to melt it all down into actual leather. Plus, it's super easy to get anyways. We just have to get some more bark. Okay, so, and then for twine, oh, where is our twine? Have I used it all up, or did I put it somewhere? Let's take a look-see. We got a little bit here, but that's not going to be enough. So how many medium paddings can we make with this? We can make 4. Okay, so let's run out really quick and grab some more plant fiber. Now that we have the sickle, we'll be able to get a lot more of it than we were when we were picking it by hand. And make up a bunch of twine so we can get in this armor set here. I'm going to do a couple other things while we're out here. We're going to go over and see if we can find a baby croc and get a croc going. However, the meat ideally that you want to use for the best chance of getting a greater crocodile is exquisite meat. Well, actually, that's not true. It's shade spiced meat, but you know, we're a long ways off from being able to obtain that. So, let's just kind of. Yeah, there's a baby croc, right? Oh, shit, that's an elite croc. You run away! Woohoo! I just noticed his eyes. We're not taking him on quite yet. I mean, we probably could beat him, you know, with our iron axe and shield, but yeah, let's not do that yet. Okay, so the only place I know of that we can get exquisite meat or exotic meat, I guess, is the. Oh, you know what? We might. What if we would get some off that elite if we actually killed him? I'm not sure. See, this axe is badass. It's just not good against rock noses. Just not good against rock noses. I'm trying to think if that elite croc would have exquisite meat on him. Well, the easiest thing to do is go kill a kudu. There's a kudu just up in that valley right up there, and it'll drop exquisite meat. Well, let's just pop the crocodile in here. He won't start up until we actually put the meat in, but we can store him in here for the time being. I'm not doing a whole lot of roleplay today, guys. It's this is kind of a practical get stuff done kind of day. So, it is what it is, right? We're having fun, anyways. I'm having a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Okay, so we're gonna put all of this in here. Yeah, see, we got 1,000, and we're just gonna make a crap ton of twine because we're gonna need a crap ton of twine. We'll put this in there. Oh. You know what? We should have some fish. Let's go grab what we have. Okay. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to put half the bugs in there. These exotic fish actually make really good high-end food. So we might cook those up and just straight up eat them. But the other ones, for now, we're just going to put in the press. Okay, so let's put those in, and that will... Oh, that's not going to get us very much oil, is it? Yeah, you know what, then? We're going to put these in because that'll get us 5, which is what we needed for that fitting. I need to make an apiary too. Okay, let's put that in there. We're going to start keeping the seeds because we'll need that for gruel here pretty soon when we go after thralls, which is going to happen in the next episode or two if everything goes according to plan anyways. Okay, so we need to go... We're we're gonna do three things before I let you go. This episode might run a little bit longer, but it is what it is. So we're gonna run all the way over to where the horses are. I'm gonna grab a horse, and I'm gonna do that first because the horse is gonna be pretty heavy, and I want to see how much space, encumbrance space, I'm gonna have left after I'm holding on to the horse. And if we have enough room, we're gonna stop at Hanuman's tomb, or Galaman's tomb, I'm sorry. And we're going to grab some sulfur. Wait, why in the hell am I putting that in there? We're going to grab some sulfur because then we can start making steel once we get that. And we're also going to kill the kudo that's up in that valley on the way back. Well, you know what, though? It's not that far away. Let's do the kudo first so that way we can get our crock cooking up. So, yeah, this might be a little bit longer episode, but there you go. Most of the feedback that I get from you guys, and those of you who watch me on a regular basis, like the longer videos anyway, so kind of a win-win situation, I guess. Stupid hyena, you can't swim. I've killed that guy so many times. And you know, when you're taming the animals, which of course Crumb also taught OG how to do, when you're taming the animals, you only need one piece of meat for them, which is nice. So you can usually expect to get a couple of pieces of exquisite meat off of a kudo. That's this guy up here with the real curvy horns. He's ornery as all get out and will always attack you, but he's very easy to kill. I should have made an iron cleaver first, but here, we'll just use the stone cleaver. There we go. We've got some exquisite meat. Okay, let's just run back really quick and put that in the pen so we can get the crock cooking up. And then we will head over towards where the horses are. Okay, guys, since we have some oil here, I'm actually going to grab that out right now. And let's make this weapon fitting. We need 10 iron as well. Actually, here, let's take all the iron that we currently have and just finish making the rest of our weapons and tools before we set out too. Okay, so we need 10 of those for here. We'll craft that. Okay, cool. So our iron axe currently does 19 health damage. We need to actually repair it first, though, before we can put this on there. Let's do that. Okay, so it does 19 health damage. This will now get it up to... Whoops. 21. So we raised it by 3 points. Okay, let's put the rest of this iron in here. Okay, we want an iron hatchet. We want an iron skinning knife. We want an iron cleaver. And we want the iron poignards, which we need some leather. So let's grab that. Oh, it's getting dark too. Let's get this out so we can see what's going on. Just going to grab 100 leather out of here. Let's craft those. Okay, great. So we got these iron tools. We don't need the stone tools anymore. You know what? I'm just going to chuck these because, I mean, they're so easy to make if I actually had to. So we'll get rid of the stone tools. We'll put the poignards here. And the rest of that stuff can just stay in our inventory for the moment. Let's also make the better shield, which we have to do over here. Ooh, we can make this. This is damage of 14 versus 14, 14, 16. I wish they wouldn't have done that, man. They made all the DLC stuff weaker than the vanilla stuff, so it's like totally aesthetic and not practical, which really sucks. All right, well, we're going to make this one then. So we need 12 iron and 16 things of wood. Why the hell did they do that? Especially since we paid for it. You know? I mean, what the hell? Wood. We got wood over here. Okay, so let's craft that better shield, and that means we no longer need this. I don't have a disassembly station yet, so we're just going to chuck it. Last thing I want to do, we need to make, need to get our iron, or not our iron, but our armor made. We need to make one more medium padding. Okay, and then we were going to make the, was it the royal stuff? Yeah. So we need to get iron for that. Okay, breastplate, circlet, gauntlets, boots, and tasset. Cool. And now we'll have a real our first set of armor. we never even made like the light vanilla light armor, but that's okay. We're just kind of jumping ahead a little bit. Okay, let's put our new shield, or our targe as it's called, down here. Oh, we need to get arrows making too. So here, let's grab more iron out of these guys. Yeah, we're gonna have lots of iron, but we're gonna have to start converting this a large part of this to steel though too. Okay, so how many of these can I make? I can make 22, which would be 220. Nah, we don't need that many. Let's stop after this one, because we don't need that many arrows, and it's going to make us really heavy anyways. Okay, cool. So now we have iron arrows almost ready to go. There's our new set of armor. And so let's go ahead and put this on here. That's pretty nice looking armor, actually. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's take a look. If I put my torch away, it's going to be really dark for you guys to see. Yeah, that's not bad armor. It's kind of cool. I like it. Medium armor. Got a little nicer looking shield here too. So yeah, we're ready to kick ass and take names. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. This video's going so damn long, but I just want to get a couple more things done before, a couple more things done before I let you guys go. So I'm going to just probably do a time lapse. I'm going to just stay on the shore and run all the way over to here. And this little area right here, and specifically this area, has horses. So I'm just going to run over there, try and avoid enemies as much as possible, grab a horse, and then if I have enough encumbrance space, we're going to come back over to, where are we at? Here. This is Golemon's tomb right here, and there's sulfur in there that we can grab. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'll see you guys over at the horse area. All right. Old guy has finally made it to the area where horses are. How he knew that, Crom only knows. Maybe Crom told him, I don't know. But anyway, yep, there's a foal right there. We're just going to grab one. We're not worried about if it's a swift or a fast. We just need a mount for now. And then, you know, we'll worry about getting better ones later. Okay, let's harvest this guy. And take a look at our encumbrance. Okay, so we still have 73. Oh, good, we got a swift foal. Nice. That was lucky. Cool, that's really kind of the one I wanted, but let's get rid of that. We got this scribbled note. I got attacked by a couple of NPCs. A note speculating about the nature of strength. What is strength? I find myself pondering that question more and more as the days turn. I've seen strong, confident men killed because they tried to fight when they should have run away. I've seen those who people consider weak sharing their food with others and gaining their gratitude and protection. In the past, I was a blacksmith and I was considered the strongest man in my village, but I sold the sword to the wrong man and ended up here. And now that I am here, I see clearly that it is the things that I know, how to work the forge, the creation of weapons and tools, that carries true value. Knowledge is strength. That is the lesson. Old guy ponders that for a little while, and he has to, in general, agree with that sentiment. Let's have some berries here. Okay, nice, man. We got a swift foal. That's awesome. And we do definitely have enough room to grab a fair amount of sulfur, too, on the way back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work my way back to here, and I'll meet you guys here at Galaman's tomb, and we'll get some sulfur, and then we'll wrap up this episode. Whoa. What's his name did say that old G was going to see ghosts. That ghost appears to be walking towards this cave here. I wonder what could be found inside of this cave. Ah, Brimstone. OG knows, from what he's learned from Crom, that brimstone is required to make steel. So he found some brimstone. It looks like there's more down in here. Oh, there's some kind of structure in here too. And crocodiles. Okay, looks like we have a little bit of a fight on our hands here. And what is this strange glowing plant? OG seems to get some kind of bioluminescent goop from it. He'll hang on to that. Might find some use for it later on. Okay, so we need to do something about our weight. Oh man, I hate to... Here, let's throw out the reptile hide. And we can throw out the feral flesh. We'll throw out this little bit of hide here. I want to save these for blood, because we can put those in the press to make blood. And we'll just fill up the rest of our inventory with brimstone here. Anyways, guys, we have gone we have gone so long here. I am going to edit, some of this down, but the recording is like an hour and 13 minutes already. So, really had a great time recording this episode, though, and playing the game, and hope you guys enjoyed it too. So, I'm just going to I'm not going to go fight the big boss crocodile in the inn there. I'm just going to grab as much sulfur out of this front part as I can. Go back to the base, and then I'm going to finish building out the base based upon what I showed you guys earlier. Get that done, and just kind of do some more. House cleaning types of things. And then in the next episode, when we bring back, we'll get back more into roleplay in the next episode and continue on with the journey. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and share out the video. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Oh, we need to have We need to have OG say goodbye, except for we can't really do that in the dark. We need to be out where it's lighter. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.